looky there, I got it moved all by my own. Wedged the 2x underneath it, which lifted it just enough to get it off the sawhorse a little bit. And moved the other one to the other side and rolled her up. It is not light. It's seriously all I can do to lift one end. I can lift it, but I can't do anything like move a sawhorse or anything. And it's only going to get heavier. So, but now I got it where I can get this side welded up. Get it more than just tacked in. Quick look at our awesome day. Freezing and foggy. Doggy don't need to come up here. Mom called me. She came in the garage. This door is usually only about open a foot or so. So apparently he came in and couldn't get back out. Yay. And yeah, as long as the dogs stay away, it's all good. She says she thought it was a hawk. I think it's one of the little falcons that the neighbors that way about a little over a quarter mile have a nesting pair staying at their place. Oh hey, December 1st and we find a dead bird in the garage. Both sides are now welded. Holes welded shut. Actually not just welded shut, they're welded down to the plate. 2 passes on everything. I'd show you the other side, but I can't get down there. That right there is going to end up being my gussets. Maybe a little thinner than I wanted, but that's all right. It's going to be plenty. That is actually rear cover plate off the back of an 1800 Massey Ferguson articulated tractor. If I remember right, that one was on the top of the back half over the axle. Then there was another one that I thought we still had around here. Might have already used it for something. That had a hole in the middle with an extra piece bolted on it where the PTO came out. Unfortunately, the PTO never worked on it when we had it. It's parked down the road. I know I've taken y'all past there before and shown you the neighbor's collection. So anyway, that's hotter than hell at the moment. I'm going to let it cool off and then I will grind all those round spots flat and whatever little edge might be on the weld in the center, knock it off, just smooth it up. And while I'm at it, knock a bunch of paint off so I got some place to put the gussets without having to burn through the paint. Then I guess I'll get the gussets cut for this side. Got to figure that funky shape in. And get this side done and get it flopped over and do the same thing on the other side. Don't have to grind the holes off, just got to go around the edge of the... Actually, I can't even go around the edge because it's in the dish. There's nothing on the other side to grind other than maybe some dingle balls and some paint. So, that's what today is looking like. And I wish I would have made a phone call a little sooner on the seal. They didn't have one at Auto Parts, but Portland Warehouse had them. And I called at 9:30, and the cutoff is 9:30 for the delivery. Which, no big deal. Instead of getting it at 12:30, they'll have it in at 1:30, which is fine. That's in a little over 2 hours yet. So, there we go. Hey, there we go. Napa delivered. I didn't expect that. The gentleman that just dropped it off, he asked, well, do we deliver out there? And I go, well, yeah, we go that direction. We've never had parts delivered. I mean, the closest they would deliver before was about 4 miles north of us. So he got to go for a cruise in the countryside. Yeah, brought me that. That was nice. Saves somebody having to go pick it up. I mean, we get over that direction anyway, but while I'm at it, I'll show you what I was doing when he showed up. Somewhere around that black line, maybe a little above it, about where that crease is probably where I'll cut it off. I don't know that it needs to be clear out to the bead itself, so catch the main part of the rim. Follow the contour of this, and I'm thinking probably go 14 inches. It's 9 3/4 to 10 across there, give or take. If I cut her short, I'm going to cut them at 9 3/4. It's either going to fit or I'll have to grind a little. And if I got to add a little, that's what the wire's for. It comes out all on its own. Just got to keep the trigger pulled. 14 inches, I think, comes to about here. And that's close enough. I mean, this is big enough. I'm not too worried about it. That's actually still got a little heat in it. It's not cold to grab it. It's because, well, actually, this is still cool. I finished welding all that and then went in and had lunch. And just walked back in and got that much of a template made. Little head scratching, figuring out what I was going to do. And, yeah, I'm going to get to work on that. Yeah, I think I got it figured out. I got one hole to fill in each one. Not a biggie. Do that before I put them on. Center hole there works out just right to leave a good edge on the shaft. I think I got them both laid out the same. They're going to be close enough. Then I was thinking, oh, well, this is the short set. Dang it. Yeah. The longer set. Hopefully I got enough room over there. I'm hoping to be able to, I'll get these cut out and then I'll just flop them and mark the other half. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if I screwed up and got to find something else to make a couple more out of, I guess. But try to use as much material as I can, so I'll end up with a rectangle off the end when I'm done and have 4 of these. I still got to grind off the welds in here, get the whole weld smoothed off anyway. And then as soon as I get this cut and grind that, I can get this side done. Then see if I can flip that sucker back over and make 4 for the other side and do it all again. Okay, I figured I'd show you this, so I was stopped for a little bit, taking a break. Right there. This one's off just a touch, don't matter. Either way, the ends get filled up. And I might just leave that hole. I don't know, we'll see. But there'll be 4 of those. Those 2 are right there, that's the first 2 I cut. There's the next one. And all I got to do here is I still got to put a clamp on that end. I didn't realize when I grabbed that piece of angle iron, it has a twist to it lengthwise. If you can see it there or not. I mean, it's straight. It just has a... So I got to watch it when I clamp it down. I've mainly used this end, which is pretty good from about here over. Most of that twist seems to be right in here, so yeah, I got to use it. I just got to tweak it a little when I go down and bump it so it's straight. Where it is right now, it's nice and parallel to that line, but once I put a clamp on over here, it just rolls it out. So I just got to play with it for a minute. Then that'll be done. Then clean these 2 up. And yeah, still clean all that crap up. So, thought I'd show you that real quick. Look at that. A teepee. Yeah, out of the inside of an old dishwasher. I am done with this side. One good heavy pass all through there, except for where I had to fill underneath it a little bit. On these long runs here on the shaft, I just did a light pass, no sense in any more heat than you need. And go back on the end and in the middle and give it a little extra. Finished off around the center while I was there. And apparently I didn't take my phone off of noise, it's not on vibrate. That's because when I'm welding, it's not in my pocket in case I need to know something. Of course, usually I can't hear it anyway, but there it is. And yeah, I can't quite hold my hand on there. There's a wet rag on the end, letting it draw some in. I was waiting for it to get too hot. I did There's the hole I filled. I did the 2 plates that I filled the holes on first, and let it cool a little bit while I worked on the other plates. And went back at it, and yeah, maybe I should have let her cool a little bit more. I don't know. But there it is. Burn good into there. And those spots that look wet right there on this side, that's actually just nozzle dip. Well, part of that's water. That is water. When I was cooling the shaft, I probably should do a little more. Not that it's going to do a lot of good, but give it a little bit more. Try to keep that bearing. You know, it ain't hot enough to burn the bearing up. I just don't want to burn the seal and the grease out of it. Not that there's much grease in it yet anyway. And I am not going to flip that sucker over by myself tonight. I had a hard enough time shuffling sawhorses. It actually worked pretty good flipping it because those blocks come up into the center of the rim. Lay it right down on there and move a sawhorse and then lean it over and go. But yeah, that extra weight on it, it ain't much, but it was almost too much for me to begin with. And I'd say it's late enough. Look at that. It's going to be after 5 o'clock before I'm done because I still got to go feed yet. Yay. Those poor animals, they think they're starving to death because, number one, feed them at like 9 or 9:30 in the morning, and then she's usually got them fed by 3 in the afternoon. Well, I'll feed them when I'm ready to go in, when they ought to be fed, my opinion. Kind of like they ought to be fed a little earlier too, but once again, my opinion, split it up better for them and they do better, I think. And I was hoping Ron was going to stop by today. He was hoping that number one was going to clean that up down there so he could put the seal in. He knows the seal's here. He didn't think he'd make it by today. He says he'll be here tomorrow, so yeah, maybe number one will get that cleaned up. Definitely needs it with the work I've been doing in here. Maybe take a little air and blow in there and then take something else. Get the air inside so it'll blow the stuff out. And then take something else and blow a little in there. And it needs, I know it needs a little degreasing work. Because the stuff that was on, well, yeah, kind of ugly right there. That don't look like the seal was right. Well, the seal wasn't probably riding where it needed to anyway. I think the seal was screwed up a long time ago, let little junk in. The oil that came out of that rear end was clean though. It's going back in. I think it's synthetic by the looks of it. But by the looks of that poor seal, yeah, it won't focus on there very well. But hey, new one's right there. So, okay, I'm going to feed and I'm going to get rid of, all that stuff on the floor. Yeah, my clothes are full of it. Get rid of some clothes and hose some of that stuff off and have some supper, put a video up, catch up on a few videos. Everybody's already got videos up tonight. I got to get caught up with them. So, y'all have a good evening. And thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. And I don't know if we're going to, I know it won't go on for a little while. This wheel won't go on there for a while. But I'm hoping to get it done. Might be all day tomorrow getting those pieces cut and on. I don't know. Get it done, get it painted. And if I'm really lucky, maybe I can get Ben to come back out this weekend and put the tire back on for me. That'd be my plan. I don't know if it's his plan or not, though. Oh, well. Thanks for watching, everybody.